What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Ra. His name is Joe. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Oranos. His name is IKill, UDie. The map is Alfheim. This is game number 3 for this best of 3 between these two players. 1-1. Both players taking a game. IKill, UDie with the Atlantean, with the Chronos in the first game, winning the game, and then going into game number 2, choosing the Egyptian mirror and getting a little bit outclassed by Joe's mirror Egyptian stylings. And now into game number 3, reverting back to that Oranos. The random map generator did select Alfheim. Pre-game, we did, if you are not aware of how the tournament structure is working, first 2 games are home maps. So the players pick their home map, and then if the game goes 1-1, if you split your games, game number 3 is played on a pre-selected random map. So we put each map into a random generator, and they all came out, and we just selected them and sent them out to each player. So there is no bias from us at all, and these maps are completely random, and everyone gets to play with basically everything, but they get to know what map they're playing before they go into it. That's the general gist of it. We do see Tusk of the Ironborn coming in for Joe. That's a 10% extra cavalry and chariot archer hit points here for him. That's a really big relic, but we'll see if he does ever manage to build those in this matchup. There's a lot of relics on Alfheim, so we do see a Anvil of Hephaestus here as well. Another huge relic for anyone who wants to be grabbing that one there. And we see the Toothed Arrows over here, Archer and Ballaster and Car Ballaster, pierce damage. And over in this corner here, we've got the Scarab Pendant, and 100% Scarab and Behemoth, Portable Ram, Heliopolis, Siege Tower damage bonus versus Buildings. Yes. Okay, doke. I think this one's going to be actually a really nice map here for Joe. He's got a really, really nicely placed gold mine here. Town center is out of the way. It's on top of a little bit of elk here. All of his gold mines are forward, but generally speaking, Joe's kind of happy with Ra, so long as his home gold mine is fairly well protected, because then he just can trade and move out onto the second gold mine when he wants. And if he can get this talent center, he's going to be very, very happy. But it's looking like he's it is looking like he's going for a very fast advance time here. Sometimes there's a lot of hunt on the map, so sometimes we do see Joe going up at like a 4-minute here, or 4-minute 30, and moving the Pharaoh forward to harass instead of empowering his talent center. And then he brings the priest over and empowers the settlement there to do his thing. We do see the Prometheus is on the way right now for IKill, UDie. He's going to be basically playing standard shenanigans, and we've got Tar coming through for Joe as the villagers coming over onto this gold mine. We do see the granary coming in here for Joe, going to attempt to trap this oracle here, which he does manage to do, and another wall coming up here. I like these walls here. These mini walls really prevent IKill, UDie from getting any sort of oracle hero shenanigans happening, and any follow-up as well. So this town center will probably be getting grabbed here for Joe. Wouldn't even be surprised if he just deletes one of these houses and moves over onto this town center to grab it as well. And well, IKill, UDie not going to be going for any second town center or any sort of sneaky shenanigans there either. And Joe, on the other hand, just about to get the gold he needs to grab the town center, and interested to see how he plays the rest of the classical. He's a little bit short on the gold there, pulling the villagers over there to come to the town center. He's only grabbed 5 of them, leaving 3 on the gold mine here. Does need to consider getting out the wood there, and there's the villagers onto the town center, going to be empowering it with the Pharaoh. And that's good for him. The Wadget comes over there and picks off that Oracle Armory coming off over here. Promethean Offspring immediately queued up into this location, but there's already a priest here, and these Promethean Offspring do not move fast enough to dodge these projectiles here from the priest. And you can see immediately turns into them. Villagers turn around, and those Prometheans almost picked off instantly. There is still 16 food left in this elk, and Joe wants to eat every single little bit of it. No waste. Waste not, want not. Is that what the term is? Town center is up now for Joe. I'm going to move over onto these elk. Still hasn't started gathering from wood yet. So I'm not sure if his plan is to just hunt to the classical age and then farm. He may even just go for a 2 town center fast mythic here as well, to get out the early Son of Osiris to basically pick off the Oranos army. It's really hard to pick off a Son of Osiris with an early Oranos army. If you get out the Arcus ball, then you're kind of okay. It's not the same as like a champion chariots, but with the extra range you can do quite a bit. We do see the armory here gonna get picked off. Hey, thank you so much for the subscription, Nerf Russia, for the prime. Appreciate that one, dude. Welcome, welcome. We see Joe yet again getting another armory picked off here. Trying to use these buildings to prevent the Oranos army from coming into his base, but seeming like it's hurting him a little bit too much there. We'll see if he just empowers up an armory or not. We just have a lot of villagers now onto wood. Those are going to get him husbandry, get Shadoof, get plow, and make his way. There's these units now trying to push through the wooden wall, and we do see Joe just go, all right, you can kill that. We'll just put some more walls over here. No problems. No problems. Slow him down, get the Wadget over here to push the units away, and it does manage to do so. You can put as many walls as you want here and defend as long as you possibly can. We do see a second town center coming up now for IKill, UDie, who's looking for something to attack. Again, I said this a couple of times, so I'd love to see Oranos players adapt a little bit to this kind of a map. Not go double military barracks here or double military building. Just go for one. These units here, like I feel like if he just went one military building and then he could have got this town center much faster, still put on all the pressure that he puts on, but just, and then put the military building down a little bit later. But it just doesn't seem to happen, and I'm not sure if it's because it's bad or if it's just like everybody gets stuck in the same sort of situation, same sort of builds that they like to do, and that's the one. There's the armory coming up now for Joe, and IKill, UDie sitting outside the base. He does spot this scarab pendant, going to pick it up, take it back home, and the relic goes onto the back of the horsey as it gallops back home. Lots of units sitting here for IKill, UDie class is Valor. He does basically just have to sit back here and try and mass his army. He's not going to be able to get into Joe's base here. You see the Oracle coming up, and potentially IKill, UDie could prevent this armory yet again. Joe still not clicked up. Oh, he can't click up, but he's still not up. And he's not quite there yet. There's a lot of food, gold in the bank, I should say. Not food. Has a lot of gold in the bank. Probably over gathered gold here. You kind of only need to put 5 villagers on gold when you do this sort of a build. If you're going straight to the Heroic Age without farming. But looking like that's not what's happening here. The Miller going to come in and try and start the Wadget. He could shockwave it, but opting not to. Opting not to as the Wadget just retreats back, slithers in, and there is the advance. As Hathor is going to be coming through. Farms coming down. There's still 1,000 gold left in this gold mine. And the rock will spawn. You'll be able to do a little bit of raiding. But IKill, UDie is sort of everywhere here. Excuse me. Farms coming down now for IKill, UDie. He's got some cows in his base. Plow coming through as well. He's got husbandry as well, so gathering from those cows, it's going to be great for him. Watchtower in the back does get picked off though. A little bit of a small mistake from Joe. Should have put some wall segments around it a little bit earlier. And this is going to allow IKill, UDie to put some pressure onto this gold mine. There's a shockwave onto the villagers. Does put a lot of them behind this berry bush, so he's going to be able to get some villager kills here, even with Skin of the Rhino. And Shifting Sands gets cast to pull these units back in here, and that's going to basically force them to have to get out of here. But they're going to set their eye on to this location over here. The rock comes out, the Tsukos comes out as Hathor comes in, trying to throw the armory down to block these units from running away, but it's not quite big enough of a building, and all of these units do get out of here. More houses coming up now for Joe, and how much he has the resources to build a Migdol, but it's looking like he's not going for it. Market's coming up for Joe, so it is going to be what looks like a fast Mythic Age for Joe. Instead of building a Migdol, instead of doing anything else, he wants to get that Son of Osiris out. He could potentially go through Horus here, but I don't think it works out too well. And the big problem for Joe is going to be gold mines. So he's going to have to trade his way to... I said he's going to have to trade his way for gold, and getting shaft mine at this point when he doesn't have any gold mines is a very interesting decision. He could potentially grab this rock and bring 10 villagers down to this corner of the map here. That would be a very, very strong move for him, but he hasn't done that, and I worry. There still hasn't been a rain cast, right? Still no rain. Saving on to that one. Not sure what the reasoning behind that one is, apart from he needs to cast, he might want to cast Son of Osiris as soon as he hits the Mythic Age. Then he might cast rain straight away, the rock coming in. Going to be looking to cast Locust on something. There's a lot of military buildings here. The town center's up here for IKill, UDie. The rock going to fly over the town center, see no farms, and possibly get picked off by it. Well, he's going to get picked off by the Stymphalian bird for sure. So no easy Locust. There is the Thea for IKill, UDie. And just military buildings going up everywhere right now as Joe is showing up his Migdol stronghold. If we check out his resources, he's got 353 gold in the bank, and he's got a lot of food, and he's throwing up a barracks as well, so maybe he wants to build some axemen out. If you go cavalry axemen here, you can do very, very well against the Atlantean army. But if you just go for Chariot Archer, Spearman, or something like that, it seems to be to not really work against this. We do have Terminal over on this gold mine and all that stuff. Still think some rock, sneaky rock stuff like running across this here up to this top gold mine could have been an option as well. I think some of those transport shenanigans can really help you when you go for these kind of bit funky strategies. Now Joe moving out. He's going to run himself into a bunch of Terma, and the Son of Osiris hits these guys and does so much damage to all of them. How many is that? Like four of those Terma just go to like a quarter HP in one shot. Now Joe retreating back here. Axemen coming out. Cavalry coming out. Siege workshops here as well. Still no rain for Joe. Possibly just going to be using that to God Power block, but there's not really much to God Power block apart from like there's the Locust here as the cavalry comes in. Going to pick off all those farms, prevent them from utilizing the rain here. So again, the max value he can out of the rain. Another siege works coming up, as it looks like Joe's going to be building a monument to the soldiers to possibly try and build more mummies out of this. He could also just make Wadjet as well if he's short gold. And if we check out the food, the trading here is sold a lot of wood in order to make this army, so that's not going to work out too well for him. The mummy does pick off some units here. The Son of Osiris very much out of position here as those Terma doing so much damage to it, but the Terma then deciding to turn around and start picking off the rest of this army here. And the Murmillo have all fallen. Actually, I don't see where all of his Murmillo are. It's looking like potentially Joe can now move out and throw down a Migdol stronghold here, as he is looking like he wants to be doing that. Still producing those villagers. There's the Mythic Age though for IKill UDie through Heckgate. We'll see where he can utilize that one though. He's got no vision of the opponent of Joe's base right now. He is sending the Stymphalian bird in though, so he's going to be able to get in there, cast that devastating god power into the base of Joe. He has got Skin of the Rhino out, and he's got no siege coming out just yet. We may have to retreat back in order to deal with that one. And now we've also got the Contarius. It's a really smart tech choice here for IKill UDie, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough with the mummies and everything else. There's the Tartarian Gate coming into the base. We've got Secrets of the Titans coming through now for Joe. Villagers come through to pick this one off. We've got the Priest in the back, going to snipe down the Stymphalian bird. These villagers will pick off the Tartarian Gate very, very fast indeed. As they go to town and they center, the Priest will probably be able to pick off these Tartarian spawns as well. But all the Tartarian spawns do get out of here for the time being. And there's the Shockwave though to keep the Tartarian Gate up just for a little bit longer. But as long as he doesn't... it actually mattered quite a bit there. He got another Tartarian spawn in. And we'll see if he can continue here. We do see the Arcus ball that we talked about before coming in, but it's looking like Joe is able to defend against this for the time being. Villagers are mining this gold mine here uninterrupted. So that's great for Joe, able to have picked off the Tartarian Gate as well. Lost a lot of villagers in the process though, but has managed to stabilize a little bit. Would love to see him go for this gold mine as well here, or even go for this town center. We'll see if this fast Titan Gate is going to be able to help him out or not here as well. And now the Destroyers, the Arcus moving forward. I love that this Mummy is still doing so much work here, able to pick off another unit. IKill UDie has begun researching his own Secrets of the Titans though, and there's the Titan Gate coming down for Joe. And we'll see if that's going to be enough for him to be able to get up or have some sort of advantage here on or not. But I feel like IKill UDie will be able to get out his own Titan Gate in time here. And now the Lampade coming in, going to try and pick off the Mummy, and it does pick off the Mummy before dying there. That's really big, and we'll see which unit it does. It does pick off a Chariot Archer there as well. And there's the Gaia minion. It's not every day you see a Gaia minion there. It does not know what to do. It's just going to chill there and sit idle. It does not want to have anything to do with anything here. It's just like, nah, I'm happy. I'm alive. Sitting idle. Chilling. But the Arcus ball hasn't been made. Heavy Arcus comes in and Joe's going to lose his Son of Osiris. That's absolutely huge. Nice micro from IKill UDie. Joe getting too careless with that Son of Osiris. And these Arcus now are going to be really difficult for Joe to deal with. The Titan Gate is about 42% complete right now. The cavalry are dodging arrows here. There's the Titan Gate for IKill UDie. As the Chariot Archers in the back focusing down medium destroyers. Titan Gate comes down into the base. There is a Hesper's tree here for god power blocking, but there are no god powers that Joe could potentially use. He's used them all. He's used his shifting sands. This cavalry is still not attacking here. The villagers have to retreat away from this for the time being as well, as Joe's just not able to hold on. But villagers could have moved up onto this gold mine a long time ago as well. And now we've got some siege towers just in the base chilling here for Joe. Could move those out and be a real pain for these Arcus just chilling in front, doing a lot of tanking here. And we see the Arcus turning around in order to pick off these close units before they start targeting down the rest of these weak Chariot Archers in the back. And the Chariot Archers are focusing down the Destroyers instead of the Arcus, so not doing the best there. We've got 86% for Joe, so we'll see if his Titan is going to be enough here. Going to be grabbing this rock here. He's going to go for a rock drop onto the Titan Gate of IKill UDie. I'm not sure 2 siege towers is going to be enough to pick that one off, and this is awfully important for him to possibly slow it down. We'll see where he decides to go with the Titan, if he's going to get anything done here. Tusk of the Iron Bull was just dropped here as well for some reason. And Joe not moving the Titan just yet. Too busy doing anything else. Villagers coming forward. Going to be trying to pick off all of these units here. Villagers moving over onto this gold mine right now as the villagers targeting down this fire siphon. Not targeting down the fire siphon. Opting to do something else there. We do see the cavalry coming over here, going to be trying to pick off the llama caravan. These 2 siege towers are on their way over here, but there's so many villagers on this Titan gate right now. I'm pretty sure that there's no surface area for the siege towers to work with here. And just imagine if you had a locust swarm right now. It could be actually brutal here. But there's already catapulties over here, and this rock needs to drop and try and do a little bit of damage onto the Titan gate. The Titan for Joe not yet making his way forward, feeling like he does not have the time to basically get his Titan over there to stop this one. The siege towers did get picked off. We've got 75%, 78%, almost 80% Titan gate there for IKill, UDie. So that should be enough there for him to be able to deal with this Titan. And meanwhile, the Fire Siphon for IKill, UDie doing so much damage to the Titan of Joe, it's going to basically, all the damage it's doing now is all the HP that IKill, UDie's Titan's going to have, as he is now attacking these guys. As the Chariot Archers moving in, does pick off one of those citizen there. And Joe going to be retreating a little bit. Has managed to get his own town center up right now. And we have villagers moving up to the top corner here. I don't think that Joe's spotted this gold mine up here. Yeah, he hasn't spotted it. Sure, if he had, he would have possibly gone to it. But the scouting situation for Ra players is always going to be their detriment. And now Joe moving back in, doing some nice work here with the Titan, but the Titan for IKill, UDie is on his way. And we'll see if they decide to whack each other. You got to make sure you're onto them straight away. We do see a Pharaoh in the back here, but it has gotten sniped there by IKill, UDie. Nice micro there. There are some siege towers here though. So those do a lot of damage to the Titans. You can see how much they do. I can't remember exactly why it is. I know that the crush armor for a Titan is only 89% compared to 99% of everything else. A bunch of priests coming in now, and IKill, UDie going to be retreating away while this is happening, trying to even the playing field as much as he possibly can. Third town center now coming up for IKill, UDie as well. Villagers moving over onto this gold mine as well. We do see the large gold mine in the corner has been found for Joe. Going to be throwing up a market soon and starting his trade route, I guess. And the priests still fighting back as best as they can, as IKill, UDie for some reason very, very short on army here. And he's turning around and picking off what he can. He does have Mythic Rejuvenation, so every little bit of HP that Joe's doing here can get okay, Joe, no. That's so much damage that Joe just took there. But he's going to turn around. Nice micro from IKill, UDie to turn back. And it's just going to be about 1,000 HP difference here. But there's so many more units currently here for Joe than for IKill, UDie. So this is going to be a very close Titan fight in the end of the day. And we do see the siege towers retreating a little bit here, but they need to keep on fighting with the priests in the back doing some damage here, but they are getting picked off by those archers here. And if we check this out, it's now 1,400 to 2,000, so it's 600 HP instead of 1,000 here. So the damage that Joe's been doing has been very effective here. The Titan for Joe does get picked off, and IKill, UDie going to be retreating away here and be trying to abuse that Mythic Rejuvenation here. It's only 2 HP a second. But we'll see if it matters or not. In the end of the day, this Titan is going to be making his way over to this town center and trying to pick it off. But IKill, UDie just doesn't have that much population here. He's sitting at 130 of 160. He has a lot of resources in the bank, and he's just not building units here. Instead, he may be getting armory upgrades or something like that. He's got Copper Mail, Medium Axeman. The Titan is coming now to take down the town center. These siege towers doing a lot of damage to it, but it's a very slow process because he basically just takes no damage. Pharaoh's coming over here as well. Priest are here to help out, and they're going to help out significantly to take down this Titan here, as they all do so much damage, but the Titan's still running around. We see some Fanatics now coming in for IKill, UDie to push off this gold mine here. And Joe's still trying to push through the middle of the map. The town center will be coming back up very, very fast. And the Titan sneaking around here, going to be looking to come in and possibly take out the back town center over here. Or just defend this or prevent this town center from going up, I guess. Siege Tower should probably be tasked back onto killing the Titan here if you can. Priest do immediately target down the Titan for IKill UDie. It's still got 300 HP left in it though. This is the longest I've seen a Titan live with this little HP, I swear. They normally just go down so fast at this point. Pharaoh gets Garrison, but probably would be more useful popped out to pick off the last bits of HP here for Joe here. If he can pick off this Titan, it's going to be a good time for him. We just see more walls coming up, but the Murmillo coming in to prevent this trade route from happening while this is all going on. And Joe is almost picked off the Titan here. Pharaoh helping out a huge amount here in the back, and the Titan will be going down. But can Joe get this town center back or not is the question. The Titan does fall, and now IKill UDie is already going back up to 153 population. The Titan does take 20 population, so it dies and he immediately repopulates. Fire Siphon coming in right now to pick off this Migdol stronghold that just came up. The village is going to be tasked over to pick off them though. And the big problem right now for Joe is going to be his economy supporting that and getting his armory upgrades. Because if he can't do that, oh yeah, getting tired. It's going to be a tough time for him. Now the Pharaoh moving forward will cast some special abilities to pick off the Fanatics there, but the Palace has come up to prevent this town center here from going up. The village is going to be attempting to get the town center back. There is a priest here that can empower it, but I don't think that it's going to be the right move for Joe to go for it just yet. He needs to somehow get control of this position or push through and kill this one off. But while this is all going on, Joe has to defend his top location here, because that's where his trade route is. We do see the mummy getting picked off there as well, and Axeman taking down these Fanatics. Fire Siphon going after more barracks here from Joe, and I like that IKill UDie is just taking his time here. Going to be trying to get this town center back for himself, or get it for IKill UDie. I'd love to see some towers go up around here as well, just to solidify his position, because the palace is great, but it only does like the 16.8 damage per second, which is a lot because it's 4 arrows as well, 4 projectiles, never says, but 3 projectiles. It's only 3 projectiles, but it's a lot of damage. They all hit the unit that it wants to hit, and obviously sometimes it does miss. Joe doing nicely so far in order to stay alive. He's sitting at 120 pop to IKill UDie's 152 pop. Another Fire Siphon going after houses. And if you've ever played Egyptian, one thing that really sucks is rebuilding these houses, because they take 27 seconds if you only have one villager building them up, and it hurts immensely. It's the Fire Siphon pushing through. The Destroyers coming here as well. As Joe coming over here to try and prevent this from happening. This is a really nice shift of the battlefield. Migdol Stronghold going up for Joe again. Some more military barracks coming up. Fanatics chilling over here. They need to come back in to the fight. And the Fire Siphon can also take down this Migdol Stronghold as well. There's only Masons up. No Sun-Dried Mud Brick or Architects for Joe. Nice marker from Joe, but it's just a little bit too late for him on that fight. He's going to have to retreat a little bit here. Maybe behind the Migdol Stronghold if he can. And the villagers coming over in order to try and pick off these fire siphon, but IKill, UDie having none of it. None of it at all. Now the units for Joe, or for IKill, UDie taking down Joe's Migdol stronghold. Joe coming back to build up some barracks. To try and switch into more of an axeman based army to deal with all of these infantry units. It looks like the town center's going up for IKill, UDie. And if he can get it up, that's 4 town centers to 2 town centers. It's an almost insurmountable task for Joe. But he could consider going for a wonder here. Wonder in the back corner could be an option. It's really hard for the Atlantean to push into an Egyptian player who's got the trade set up and everything like that. If he just dedicates like 20 villages over to if he just dedicates 20 villages over to the wonder and holds on, could be an option, but maybe not at the same time. And we got more of these units moving up to the top here. IKill, UDie smells a little something going up in this corner. Joe's still not with the corner trade route here. It's not that big of a deal, but it is a big deal. And all of the units now flooding up onto this gold mine. IKill, UDie has found the trade route. He's found the gold mining operation here. And that's absolutely huge. 4th town center for IKill, UDie, as well as the mummies here to help out these Arcus heroes, trying to pick off some of those as well. But the gold going to get picked off, the trade getting picked off. And this is just absolute carnage right now for IKill, UDie in this game. And I'm not seeing it for Joe. I don't see any possibilities for him to come back here. Even if he has to pick off this entire army here just to survive this one attack, and he's just not got that many units. The Axemen are out, but the Arcus are here already. Nice micro from Joe, pulling back the Arcus that are getting targeted by those Axemen. Fire Siphon do get sniped though, or one has gotten sniped by these villagers as they're rolling forward. But he doesn't know that there's another market over here. For some reason, he's not pushing into that corner there. But I guess it doesn't matter so long as he's controlling this position here. These camel caravans will all get picked off as well eventually. And more units coming in for IKill, UDie, throwing down some watchtowers in the front now because he knows that there's some mercenary getting produced. It's actually looking like Joe's sitting fairly decently here. He's only got 107 population. To the 167 population, but a lot of this is in in mercenary cavalry here actually. So now we've got a bunch of infantry now coming over onto Joe's town center, and IKill, UDie going to be retreating away. Nice one. And these watchtowers have gotten up. He's got crenellations plus bronze weapons, so they're pretty strong. Villagers coming over, going to quickly snipe the siege tower, drop back into the watchtower, and then go over onto rebuilding. I like that micro there from IKill, UDie. Moving over to take down the market as well, preventing this trade route completely just with the one heavy destroyer here. Going to eventually take down this market, and that's going to be no more gold for Joe because that's the only thing that Joe's got for gold at this point. If we check out his gold situation, he's only at 123 gold. He's still trying to micro to the best of his ability here. And there's the mummy going to be converting a unit. It's retreating away here. And these watchtowers and you can't fight underneath this. You need to get some catapult out in order to make this push work. But IKill, UDie doesn't even care here. He's just like, I can just sit here and defend for the time being and wait for my my stuff to work over here. Do we see another market up just yet? No market for Joe. And that's where Joe taps out. GG, well played by IKill, UDie, taking that game there and taking the series 2-1. GG, well played. I don't know what to say. I think this is some really strong Oranos play. Joe probably, I think, with the what am I saying? I think I had some lag on the stream. Hopefully it's okay. But Joe took a couple of hits on that Titan here, which did end up mattering because the last 500 HP or so of that Titan managed to come over and kill this town center, which gave IKill UDie all the momentum. And then from there, it was just too hard for Joe to just stay in the game. If Joe didn't lose this town center of that Titan, it probably could have been a different game for him. He was in a really good position. Still had 2 gold mines up here to be mined from. Trade route really good in this corner. And then he could make a push over here. But he did not manage to do that one, and IKill UDie does get away with that win there. So GG, well played. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the games, please consider hitting the follow button or the subscribe button on YouTube. And I will be seeing you guys next time. Bye.